Forward to the cloud. Hang on, guys. It might pop up a little box on your screen that says I'm recording, and you can just hit whatever, like the OK button. Okay, so welcome to the meeting, guys. So we're talking tonight about the MicroPro Grill, and Kara's here with us. We're recording now, so you have to come back in the camera. So if you live local, just come on over, guys. Okay. The MicroPro Grill, amazing product. I'm gonna grab it here real quick. What's that?
I was just kidding.
Oh. I don't hear, guys. You have to shout at me. And Kara's here to help me with my ears too, so that's good. Yay! I gotta see my recipes. The MicroPro Grill has been around since I think about 2017. So it's a relatively new product in terms of a 78. Is it 78 this year? 78-year-old company. We love this. We use it all the time in our house. My husband can cook thanks to Tupperware. Yay! So we can put a chicken breast in here for him for his lunches, and then he puts it in the grill position, which means the cover is going to sit and touch the top of the food. It's going to sit directly on top of the food. And this is, I call it casserole positions. Diana, do you call it casserole position?
I call it baking.
You call it what?
Baking and cooking. That's what I say. Bake and cook or grill as I turn it.
Baking or grill. Oh, baking and cooking. That's right. Baking and cooking. That makes a lot of sense. So baking and cooking, when you're gonna have this probably full of like a casserole, like a buffalo chicken dip or the s'mores dip is so good. You're gonna have it in this position where it's gonna be sitting right on top. So we love this. It doesn't cook with microwave energy. Okay, this is steel. Okay, this is also something you're gonna wash. And the reason you're going to hand wash is because you're going to use it probably multiple times a day.
Yeah.
You do not want to put this in the dishwasher because over time it won't be good. It's like your cookware. Okay, guys. So take good care of it because again, this has the lifetime warranty. And yes, I have replaced one before. It developed a little bubble in the top here. I don't remember what side it was, but I sent it in and they sent me the new one. Okay. So you do have to send these in if they do have some sort of defect. Okay. But these are such an amazing tool. If you're not following Diana, go follow her business page. She's doing lots of great videos this month. And hello, Jody. Hi, Jody. And I'm doing videos this month. I have a list of things I want to do. Oh no, Jody, you left. No, you didn't leave. You went off camera. Hi. And then the microwaves, again, so the microwaves don't cook the food directly like they do with your stack cooker or with the other cooking products. The grill and the smart multi-cooker actually cook using the smart multi-cooker is steam, and this one is these thermal heat susceptors. That's a fancy word, so I don't use that often when I'm talking about it to my customers. I'll just say it's hot plates because that's the easiest way to explain it to people. But they are called thermal heat susceptors, and really, really smart people with lots of letters behind their names, like engineers and chemists and people like that, designed this product with Tupperware. Okay, so they came up with this design and they made sure that it was the best product for what the concept was, right? So these hot plates are what heat up. So that's where the microwaves go. So it can't go through the metal because you can't penetrate through metal in the microwave. So those microwaves, the word is redirected. Okay, so they're redirected. Carrie, you looking for a pen? Yeah. There's like 1,000 in my house. Here, whichever one you want. Big pen, little pen, all the pens. So they're redirected to these hot plates, and that's what heats up. So these heat up to 425 degrees, okay, after being in the microwave for approximately 1.5 to 2 minutes. Okay.
90 seconds.
What's that? 90 seconds.
90 seconds.
90 seconds, yeah.
I just love that. I love that little fact. That's my favorite.
425.
They heat up to 425. Yep, it doesn't get any hotter than that. And then the food after that starts to cook. So here's a great example. I reheat pizza in this all the time. Whenever we have leftover pizza from Papa Murphy's or anywhere, okay? Papa Murphy's comes out beautifully in this, especially at the bottom if you didn't get it all the way crispy. And it's one of those nights you're like, I didn't get the bottom all the way crispy. This will finish that job for you when you want to have leftover pizza. So you put the pizza slices in here. I just put like usually 2 in here. And then I put the cover on in the baking or oven. I call it oven position sometimes because this basically turns into a little oven inside the microwave when you put it in there, right? And then for pizza leftovers, it's 4 minutes. 2 minutes for it, or 90 seconds to heat up the thermal heat susceptors, right? And then the additional 2 minutes is heating up the pizza, okay? So 4 minutes for reheating pizza. You can reheat everything else in here too. So this is a great companion on that note to travel with, because it's not a gigantic microwave or a gigantic stove. This fits in your suitcase or in your carry-on or in your bag in the car or in your camper. So this is an excellent tool for people that want to travel, but try to maintain, if they are, like my aunt is very picky, even though she lives in Manhattan and she has the world at her fingertips to eat and stuff, she's very picky about what she eats. So she goes to restaurants, and often she either brings some of her own food with her, but when she travels, she brings a lot of her own food to hotels and whatnot, because then I can like heat up a whole breakfast sandwich in here. Yes. So like the big English muffin, put both sides face down on the thermal heat susceptor, and then the egg, I just crack it and I try to like border it in with the biscuit and the piece of sausage. So the sausage, the egg, and the biscuit, and then add the cheese on top of the sausage patty if you want that too. I don't do cheese. So you can do all of that in here in like 4, maybe 5 minutes, I think. So it's pretty amazing the amount of things you can do with this. Again, it's like a small oven that cooks in your microwave. Okay.
Chanel, the
Yes.
question, when you're saying you do your egg and it's about 4 or 5 minutes, is that a hard yolk or is that a runny yolk?
It just depends. I haven't done it in a while. It just depends.
Okay,
If you want, you can scramble up the egg if you want. You can do it either way. Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
And
Thanks.
if you want her, just leave it in there longer, obviously. Kara
Yeah.
has a question. Go ahead, Kara.
Well, I was just thinking like with the egg, can you use the ring?
You could,
And
yeah.
then crack it in the ring so it stays, and
Mhm.
that will give you like the
Yeah.
egg patty.
You could do like
You know
two,
what I mean?
yeah, you could do like 2 eggs using the ring. I'll show you guys the ring really quick.
Right, because that would make like a nice little egg patty to go on the English muffin.
Yep.
For those of us that don't like our stuff.
I know, right?
Just saying.
So the ring comes with it in
Oh,
the,
I didn't know it was that big. Okay, high five.
yeah, the ring is with the grill in the
Yeah.
flyer this month. Okay, guys? So your ring fits right in there. It's got little handles on all 4 sides. Do not touch it with this part because it'll be relatively warm. That's why you want to grab it by these little knobs on the ends, these little knobs here.
Stay cool.
So you could crack 2 eggs, put them in there. What's that?
I said, stay cool. The
Oh,
little
I thought
knobs
somebody
are
said
stay
something.
cool.
2 eggs, and then you could do your stay cool. Yes, stay cool handles. And then you could do your biscuit and your sausage after that if you want to, and then just have all that like that. Absolutely, yeah. So it's pretty rad. So I'm gonna make chicken fajitas. What's that?
What do you use the like?
We have a whole.
Okay.
This is the fun thing. So there is in Dynamic Stars. I know I've posted the MicroPro Grill recipe book before. I should probably spotlight myself for the recording. There is the recipe book and spotlight. Then there's also the Pro Ring recipe book. Okay, guys? So there's a whole recipe book just for things you can do in this ring. And if you didn't notice, the ring basically sets right on top of the thermal heat susceptor, okay? So the little valleys on the ends here kind of catch the grease, chicken and whatnot. And so the ring just sets right on top of that. How cool is that, right, guys? Couple things of everything. So a lot of times they'll make, and you know what I love about this ring too, is that you can make like a brownie. There's a recipe for a brownie, which is one of our favorites. So the PDF of this recipe book is also in Dynamic Stars, guys. So it's all free. These are great additions to your customers when they purchase the grill. Always set them up with the PDF recipe book and the PDF for the Pro Ring one, okay? Because especially right now it comes with the ring. So this is the brownie recipe, super easy, all no package ingredients, it's all individual, made, you know, from scratch. It's so delicious and it's perfect because I cut it into 4s. And then it's one little brownie slice for each of me and my 3 dudes here at my house. So we didn't have to make a whole pan of brownies. And now we have, not that we don't want to eat a whole pan of brownies, but we all know like we want to eat more healthier stuff than not, right? Yay! So obviously make the whole pan of brownies if you're having a big gathering. But if you're having a party, make them in here so they can see how cool it is to make them in there too. So we're going to make chicken fajitas. This is one of my go-to recipes when I demonstrate a grill at my in-home Tupperware parties. Even when the grill is not on sale, I really want to get a demonstration at the party of the grill. So I always chat with my host and find out what she's most intrigued by. And I let her decide, but I also am going to encourage her, especially if it's on sale right now. I'm going to say, girlfriend, you really want to try the grill because that's going to help her party sales. If people at the party, if we do this demonstration, they're gonna love this. They're gonna go bananas. At first, they're gonna be like, how in the heck are you putting metal in the microwave? It always makes them go, huh? And then when you show them, they're like, oh my gosh. But because it's $189, think if you get just a couple of people at a party ordering the grill, sometimes what happens is there's a little bit of like peer, I'm not gonna call it pressure because it's not pressure, peer influence. And you might see people, FOMO, yeah, people that are like, they're at the party together and they kind of all know each other. They're like, oh my God, she's totally getting the grill. She's like, oh my God, I think I gotta get the grill too. Kara and I have been to many parties together and that's happened at parties.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we have done that. We've been to many, not Tupperware parties, but other brands and stuff. We've been to many parties together over the years. And that totally happened. It's a thing. It's a thing, guys.
Yeah.
So I've already prepared the ingredients and cut them up. And when you do party demonstrations at someone's house, always bring everything ready to go and cook. Like you're on a cooking show on TV, everything's already pre-measured, pre-cut, ready to put in the grill. Now, if you need to cut and demonstrate really quick a minced onion, obviously use one of your choppers, right? Because that's a demonstration you want them to see, but always bring everything ready to be cooked. So that way you can move seamlessly and not take up too much demonstration time because you want to make time for the ordering, right? And bring your computer, your iPad, always when you do in-home parties, so that, and if you don't have either one of those, obviously your phone, because you can still do stuff with your phone, but have the ability to quickly email this recipe booklet to the guests right after the party, so they have it, because the follow-up
Yeah.
is key. After that order ships and arrives, the follow-up is key. So I'm gonna get a spatula, some kitchen tools here. They should have had these out already, but that's okay. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Okay. So I'm gonna move these papers over because I don't want to get picked. I bought the pre-marinated chicken thighs at Aldi. And they are Southwest flavored spicy deliciousness. So I sliced them up a little bit. Oh, they smell good. And then I already have my onions and my peppers pre-sliced up. And yes, I am doing all of those. It kind of looks like it's taking up the whole grill. So it's one onion, a medium-sized onion, one red bell pepper and one green bell pepper. You can do your fajitas however you want. You can add whatever. You get to decide how you want to do your fajitas. This is just my go-to recipe. This is what I prefer. And then mix in the chicken with the veggies. Some people go like, wait a second. How do you put raw meat with your veggies? It's like, well, that's how you cook fajitas. Right? It's like you're doing the same thing on the stove too, right? But it does happen. I do get that question at parties, so I just want to let you guys know. Do you guys ever have you ever had that question at a party, Kara? You're putting the raw meat with the vegetables.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I sure am. I can cook the rest of that after we're done, but I'm gonna stir all this up in here, and I can use my spatula and my tongs too. Which I might, yeah, I'll do that after. I'm gonna keep them clean and then I'll just use my hands right now. So I'm just gonna mix all this up inside of the grill a little bit here, okay? And get all the, I want the seasoning to kind of get on all the veggies too, you know what I mean? Whoopsies. So you can bring gloves to your party. I would highly recommend bringing some vinyl disposable gloves. That way you can just and then toss them to make it seamless, right? We're efficient. And if you can't do an in-home party, guys, you can always do a Facebook party, right? You can do a Facebook live demonstration. There's a really big audience on Facebook, right? And when you're consistently doing that and doing demonstrations, if you don't have a party scheduled, go live. I know many top directors in the country that have been doing this business for 30 some years, right? And they pivoted for COVID. And because of that, they have really scaled back on the in-home party side and are doing a ton, like every single night almost, of demonstration. So their whole party base is just coming to her Facebook page and watching her do her live demos for the party. The cool thing about the grill, everything in here is gonna be 20 minutes or less in the microwave. So 20 minutes, 20 or less. Most things you're gonna make are like 15 to 10 minutes or less, okay? If I make frozen chicken tenders in here, frozen like chicken, breaded chicken things, it's under 10 minutes, okay? The chicken fajitas I'm gonna do for 15 tonight. And then we'll, oh my gosh, there's 7:22. Oh, no, so fast. Does anybody have any questions so far? Please do not hesitate to ask questions as we go. Chat them in or just shout out because you know I don't hear very good. These are the tongs. So these are what you're going to want to use. You want to use plastic, silicone, or wooden tools when you're using our cookware and our grill. Preferably use your Tupperware ones because then you'll upsell them on kitchen tools as well. The cool thing about the tongs is they come apart and then they can be used for spaghetti noodles. Hi, Aaron. And then this one can be used to kind of scoop things because it's got a nice little scoopy doop there. Scoopy doop. That's a new word I just made up. Does anybody have any questions so far on that? Hi, Sherry. I see you. So the grill, I've made all kinds of things. I have made banana bread. I just took my regular banana bread recipe and then I put some in the grill. I put some in the muffin silicone molds. I put them in the donut or the ring mold. I've also done it in the, which is not available right now, which is the square rectangle or this rectangle mold. That's really delicious because it's a nice crispy top layer of banana bread. I have done the banana bread, apple crisp, rhubarb crisp, blueberry crumble. The blueberry crumble comes in, the recipe comes in the book that comes with the grill, okay? So the grill comes in a nice pretty box. I don't have it here, but it's a very nice pretty box. And that comes with this insert. This insert, this is why you want to make sure you follow up with your customers after they order the grill and it ships to them. So in your view order screen, after they've ordered it from you, you'll be able to see their order. And then on the little blue button on the far right-hand side of that order, you click on that. That'll open up the order. And then you'll scroll down a little bit because it won't be right there. There'll be more stuff down below. Scroll down a little bit and you'll see the shipping section. It'll say once it's shipped to, by the way, on the view order screen. So you'll be able to see processing and then shipped and then delivered. It'll change those statuses. So once it says delivered, make sure you follow up with that customer and reach out to them. I don't know about you, but when I buy like a Keurig, a crock pot, Instapot, I haven't bought in some of those, but like an espresso machine, or like I bought one of those on Amazon one year for Christmas because my dad gave us a gift card. And I'm like, I would love to have an espresso machine. I don't use it a lot, but I use it, right? Have you ever bought a small appliance and just decided not to open it and use it? It doesn't happen very much, but for some reason, Kara's like, was it a non-Tupperware thing?
Of course.
Of course.
Well, and I didn't buy it, it was gifted.
Oh, it was gifted. Okay. So here's the thing, guys.
yeah, I've got
Follow
both.
up with your customers. And if you need to walk them through, okay, let's open it up. Have you thought about what you want to make in your new grill or your new pressure cooker or your new whatever? No, I haven't. But at the party, they might mention what you made at the party. And then you want to encourage them to open it up and say, well, do you have the ingredients for it? Yes, I do. Well, get it out and follow the directions exactly and make it. And I want to hear back from you. So when will you be calling me back? And then find out, okay, let them know you want them to use it and you want to guide them and help them and make sure they know what they're doing and get them using it. Because if they're using it, they're falling in love with it and they're telling all their friends about it. Because isn't that how it works, right? We love something, we're using it, we're like wildly impressed by it. So we're gonna tell all our girlfriends. You can make a grilled cheese sandwich also in the grill. This is actually a pic. This is why it's in Tupperware's book here. It's an actual Tupperware made recipe. So this is a panini, glorified grilled cheese sandwich with apple slices and cheese. It's not my thing. I don't like grilled cheese sandwiches, but people love them.
Yep.
And that's a nice fun demo to do at parties too. I see people do it all the time on Facebook. I see a lot of people do steaks in the MicroPro grill. You're probably thinking, what? Well, when you hear the word grill, do you not think steak, right? Absolutely, you can make a steak in there. Diana made Burgers the other night. Was it a specific kind of burger, Diana? If you're there, I can't remember, but she made burgers and she went live. Here she comes. Is she coming? Oh, she had to get off for a second. Okay. She made burgers. It was amazing. She's made a lot of things in the grill too. She does a lot of she's going to be doing a lot of videos this month. So you guys want to make sure you go follow her. Okay. Go follow.
Oh, I was just gonna say too, with the grill.
Yeah.
As you notice right now, Janelle is not by the oven. She's not stirring anything. She's not doing anything. So.
That's the cool thing.
Like with kiddos, right? Like you're trying to get stuff done. You're getting prepped for sport
Yeah.
or homework or whatever. And
Or
now-
maybe I have to go pick them up at practice
Yeah.
or drop them off at practice. The nice thing about microwave cooking,
Yep.
it takes less time. You don't have to worry about turning it off because the fun thing about little microwaves is they turn themselves off.
But you don't have to stand there.
You don't have to stand there, you don't have to stir it. We have grown up in this business together, so we have retained all of this microwave cooking insight over the years. But that's the other beautiful thing about this. A lot of people, some people might talk about the party, be like, oh, I thought microwave cooking was bad for you. It's like, says who? There's no, you know what I mean? Like microwave cooking it's actually a very beneficial way to cook because you're cooking with less time and you're retaining more nutrients in your food versus baking in the oven, right? Baking takes a lot longer. Microwave cooking retains a lot more nutrients because of you're cooking with less time. So microwave cooking is amazing. I have been microwave cooking for my whole life. So, you know, there's just certain people are going to have opinions and you know what? They get to have their opinions. They're still going to love our Tupperware. I have a lot of customers who are like anti-microwave and I'm like, fine. I love it. And they come and they buy all the other stuff. They love our cookware. They love our Ultra Pro. They love the Ultra Pro. But I'm like, nope, I don't have time to dilly dally. I need to reheat my food lickety split and be done. Right. So that's another thing you want to make sure you mention when you're talking about the grill is don't forget, this is something that you can put in the microwave. I could literally go be picking my kid up at practice and come home and dinner's just done in the microwave waiting for us to eat. So I have to slave over it. I didn't have to worry about who's going to pick up my kid because the stove is on and I got food in the pan or the outside grill that has to be as well. So
Yeah.
these are all, these are all really big selling points for people that really might not be even thinking about that, you know? Another thing with the pamphlet that comes in the grill, there's all kinds of information in here. So when you guys go, I want you guys, encourage you guys, if you already have this, start using it, okay? And start recording, even if you need to go get yourself your little, did you guys see my video today of this? Get yourself a little neck camera thing. Kara's like, what is that?
Oh my gosh.
And then you can put your phone here. Okay, and then you can record. I saw it on TikTok. This is how a lot of people are able to make their videos. Hands, doing all the things, okay? So read your pamphlet. It has quick cooking instructions. You literally, everything is in here, guys. Quick cooking instructions for everything, all the vegetables and fruit. It talks about the grill position versus the baking position, okay? Grill, it says grill and casserole. So casserole, AKA baking. So it talks about the two positions. It talks about all of that and all the different languages. You can learn another language too. And then, so quick reference for all the meat and like a grilled French bread. You can make those French bread pizzas, by the way, all the small frozen foods, you can make those in there. I've done frozen pizzas, the little smaller ones, like the French bread ones or the round ones, chicken nuggets, chicken tenders, taquitos, rolled tacos, like all of the freezer stuff you can do in the grill. If it says you can do it in the oven or the air fryer, you can do it in the grill. Okay, guys? You just have to play with the minutes. It's not the same minutes that's written on the bag. It's less minutes. Sometimes it's like half the minutes. The chicken tenders were like 15 to 20 minutes, but there are only 10 in the grill, if that. Okay. So my other tip with microwave cooking with all of the products, and you guys want to write this down, always go with less minutes than more minutes because you can't uncook food, AKA burn, but you can cook food more if it's still raw. Always start on the lower end of the minutes and then just keep track when you're cooking of, okay, I went this more many minutes, this more many minutes, this more many minutes, okay? One of my favorite things to cook in the grill is chicken for dinners, lunches. Obviously, I'm making chicken fajitas. I love it. I can do frozen chicken breasts. I can do thawed chicken breasts and everything in between. Okay. It works like a dream. And that's something you should think about for your coworkers that maybe work full-time in an office setting and lunch hour is a drag for them because they're like, I don't want to eat the same lunch I brought from home, but I also don't want to eat out because eating out is expensive, guys. Just let's call a duck, right? It's not conducive. So the grill is a great tool for someone to have one at work so they can make all kinds of different stuff for themselves on a daily basis, right? They can make a full-on meal or they can buy some frozen things and put it in there too. But you can always go with the lower minute side. You can always add on. You don't want to overcook your food because you can't uncook it. Okay. And I say that at parties too. And people are like, oh yeah, you're right. I'm like, I know, I've been doing this a little bit. The blueberry crumble is one of my favorites also to make at parties for a demonstration. I've done this before many times. People are always blown away that it actually gets crispy. And they're just like, holy buckets. I have sold many of these at parties. I've gotten hosted date parties so they can get this for half price at their party. They can't get it half price, you know, with the sale price, they can get it half price from the catalog price, right? So I always make sure that they know that everything in the catalog can be half price or free with a party. So you get the sale price if you want to buy it now, but you can get it for half price at the, you know, from the full price at your own party. So if you're gonna get you guys got to get the grill if you don't have it yet, because I want you guys to have this amazing tool to build your business, because this is a product it doesn't go on sale very often. So when it does, obviously take advantage of that sale for yourself because you're going to save, what's the math? We're going to do the 189 math right now.
Not to mention it's the
Unless
most
somebody knows it
versatile
faster than that.
product Tupperware makes.
Oh my God, Diana, you are so right. So it's your cost is $141.75, guys. Okay.
Woohoo!
And you'll get $189 in sales credit. So 189 this week is going to get you close to that goal of earning those little crystal waves. So don't leave those on the table. All of those kind of gifts you guys can earn from Tupperware, whether you use them for yourself or use them as a gift. It's always a bonus to earn that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's the most versatile product. Again, I literally travel with it. I brought it to Jubilee with me for years. I know. Diana's brings it when it's just,
Yeah.
because you can make so many things with it. You know?
And
you
it's
can
so
reheat
lightweight.
food too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Reheat
It is a go ahead.
I was just gonna say reheat food, make dips for your chips,
Mhm.
make your sweet dips, your savory dips, your monkey bread, I make garlic
Oh yes,
bread
the monkey
tonight.
bread. There's so many
Yeah.
things.
I make so many things.
Yeah. There's you know, like the can, like the Pillsbury, or you can get the Annie's version with a little bit better chemicals, better
Chemicals.
better ingredients. The Annie's can of cinnamon, what do we call it? Cinnamon rolls. You can do those in the grill. The whole thing fits in the grill. People have done that and done videos on Facebook with that. But like the buffalo chicken dip, like the party appetizer things people make like for football season. So there's like pizza dip one that you use. What do you use breadsticks with that?
Yeah, that's what I do. Pizza dip.
Pizza dip, buffalo chicken dip. Especially if you don't want to make a whole, like your recipe might be for like a whole crock pot full, right? And you're like, I don't really want to make a whole crock pot full, but you can make a grill full and just like cut the recipe in half. You know what I mean? So there's lots of recipes. It's so versatile. You guys got to get it. Chicken sliders. You can just take your pound, and Diana, you can tell me if you make it a little bit differently or more efficiently. But from what I've made in the past, just put a pound of ground meat, flatten it down into the grill, okay, to spread it all the way around. You want it all the even thickness so that it all cooks evenly. Anytime you're cooking meat in the grill or on the stove or in the oven, okay, any type of cooking, you always want your meat all the same thickness or same size so that it all cooks evenly. So there's not one chunk that's going to be raw in the middle because it's fatter. So put your meat in there, level it all out. You can sprinkle, you know, onion powder, garlic powder, whatever seasoning or steak seasoning on it for your burgers. And then when it's done, you can just gently use a plastic, wooden, or silicone cutting device, and you can cut it right in the grill. and then pull it out with your pancake flipping tong or spatula. What am I saying? Tongs, spatula. And then get your rolls, right? Get your rolls, your Hawaiian rolls, and then you have burger sliders. And
You can do the same thing with ground chicken. too.
yeah,
Chicken sliders. Yep.
chicken sliders.
I
And-
usually put real, if I have raw onion, I put the onion in first on the bottom and then put the meat on top and I cook it like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
That's right.
Really
I just remembered that was one of the first kind of recipes how they told us to do it. That's right. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I use turkey and then grind up my onions fine inside and mix it all together.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
and yeah, remember guys, with the choppers, if you like the taste of onion, but not the consistency, you can really mince it fine in your choppers, okay? The grease. Remember when you cook in the grill versus like on the stove, it's all done. It just beeped right now. We've been talking this whole time. The grease mess is all contained in the grill, which is like a mother's dream. Especially with sliders. It's
Yeah.
just so amazing.
So neat.
And look, no hot pads. I mean, it is a little warm. This is delicious. Okay. Woo! It's delicious.
Can we hear it sizzle?
What's that?
Can we hear it sizzle?
Yes. Let me get it closer.
I love that.
Let me get my tongue. Where are my tongues? There they are, right in front.
You know,
Front
it's the little
center.
things.
It's a little warm. This handle usually gets a little warmer than these sides, but my hands are kind of chapped. You hear it?
Woo.
It's still sizzling on the,
It is still sizzling on the, yeah.
it's so good.
You have
So
to
that's
share
what
it
I do.
with us.
Woohoo, that looks so good.
I know. And there's a little bit of liquid still in there. The chicken is perfectly cooked. All right, guys.
Wow.
Tender, juicy,
good.
delicious. Karen, I
So
will try.
the veggies and the chicken took the same amount of time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I love that about the grill also.
Yes.
So versatile.
Does it smell good, Kara?
Mhm.
She's like, this is absolutely her and I's type of meal. So
Yeah, it is Mexican.
I was like, should I
Nothing
make
else.
a dip tonight? And then I was like, I don't want to eat anything that's like, I don't really, I'm not into like all the dips. I know people love them, but I'm not into them as much and they're just too filling for me. But you guys absolutely make them when you have a lot of people over. I usually do that when I have a lot of people over, just to like super wow people over. They're just like, oh my God, you made that. And then when I tell them how I made it, they're like, what? And then I'll show them like the video of me, because I always record when I'm cooking, even if I'm not going to like show it off on social media right away. I always record everything because you never know that content when it's going to come in handy. And as you can see, I'm literally just cutting the chunks in half with this plastic spatula. That's how tender everything is. It's just delicious. So I told Mike tonight we were making fajitas for dinner. So he was like, all right, well, I'm going to have to eat before your meeting because I'm already hungry. So I said, that's fine. And there's just a little bit of liquid. I thought there would be more because of the marinade that was already on the chicken, but there's really not very much at all. Kara, is there much liquid there at all? She's gonna check.
No.
There's like hardly any.
No.
I would say there's actually less liquid than when I do like normal chicken breasts, which is kind of amazing. I'm just gonna dump it out, the little bit of liquid that's in there, just because it's sizzling. It's just delicious, you guys. So this is the cool thing. Now I have dinner done. I didn't have to slave over the stove or on the grill or any of that. And thank you, Kara. I was like, is she gonna put it in her mouth? It's probably still too hot. And then I bought, normally you could, obviously at your party, maybe you want to make a small batch of guacamole, and this size obviously makes a single serving. You don't have to buy like a whole 3 avocados and do all that. 1 or even a half of an avocado, probably 1. Cut up your onion first, put the avocado in last. Just like when you make salsa, you put the tomato in last because those are the softer ingredients. So you put your onion, maybe jalapeno if you're into jalapeno, and garlic if you're into garlic, put those in first. Your cilantro in with that, unless you don't like cilantro, then don't put cilantro in. And then your lemon or lime, salt and pepper, chop that all up first, and then add your avocado last, and then it'll all mince up really beautifully, and you'll sell your choppers at your party, and you'll sell the grill too. I promise you guys, you'll sell it. So this product is amazing. I'm so excited. I almost forgot about it being in the July flyer. It was like the last week of June and it was Kara, wasn't it you? And she was like the girl and I was like,
Yep.
oh yeah, my
I was like,
brain.
can I come over and demo? I need to learn this. And she was like, what? I go, it's on sale. And she's like,
Come over
oh my
here.
gosh.
Come over here so they can see you. I know. And I was like, oh my God, my head has been so entwined in baseball that I'm like,
Right.
I
Well,
was
it's not on the,
I was so focused on all the
Yeah.
school stuff, all
well,
these
it's not
things.
on the sample sheet.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
easy to- You know, it's easy to miss.
She's
Right.
she's the brain of the Tupperware brain for me right now because she remembers all the sampling. We used to be able to sample a lot of this kind of stuff, but they didn't do the sampling. But you guys can remember, you can still get this at your 25% discount.
Right.
So
Well, and then you can create your own party, wink, wink,
yes, after you can create your own party,
with us.
add the grill to it. That's a
Yep.
nice big order,
Mm-hmm.
and add all your other web orders to it, and then submit it. So, anybody have any questions? Something you're just like, I need to know about this. Anybody? Nicole, no questions? Are you excited about this product? Are you blown
Do
away?
you deliver?
I deliver,
Do you
right?
deliver?
Kathy's like, I love it. So the s'mores dip is another one. I might probably wait till my kids are back and make that when they're here so that
I can bring my
there's
kids over.
mouths to eat it. It's a lot. It's
I can bring Vince over.
you can bring Vince over, yes, and Ned's.
He'll eat it all.
He'll eat it all. So the s'mores dip, you do put a can of cream and condensed milk in there because it makes it more creamy. And then you just do your marshmallows, chocolate, and graham crackers. Or you eat it with the graham crackers are your
Is
chips.
Delivery.
Yes, it's so good, guys. But yeah, get the recipe booklets. There again, Dynamic Stars has the PDF of the book and the ring. And don't forget, it comes with an insert. And don't forget, follow up with your customers anytime they're ordering these premium products, whether it's the cookware, the grill, the pressure cooker, the stack cooker, the smart multi-cooker, which is not in the catalog, but it is still on our website, I'm pretty sure. That's what I make my, because that one cooks, it's also got metal inside of it, but it's enclosed in plastic. And that cooks using steam. So the microwaves can't penetrate the metal, but they go to that water reservoir on the bottom, and then that boils the water and that rises through the holes and steam. So I cook my hard-boiled eggs in there to make my deviled egg. So that's another recipe that I like to showcase in summertime. Let's go to the websites really quick and see what's on sale. So I go to my website. My internet's being slow. It happens, especially when we're on Zoom. There we go. And then I just click on the, either I click on the menu in the upper left-hand corner, or I click on, yeah, I usually just click on that. Shop now is another one I click on sometimes. Shop my site. And then the menu. It's being super slow, guys. Menu, special offers. Then the Fix and Mix bowl is still available. $13, guys. Your quick shake is still available. I'll scroll through so you guys can see. Quick shake still available, $7. Your junior season serve, so marinating this kind of stuff. Definitely want to showcase that and upsell them on adding that. That's just $11. That's an easy add-on to the order. Piccadilly, we still have some Christmas canisters, these gorgeous buffalo plaid. This ultra clear collection, these are absolutely amazing. I'll just show you guys really quick. I have my chocolates, because who doesn't want to look at chocolate through these beautiful ultra clear containers, right? So the ultra, see how cooled off this is already, guys? The ultra clear is fantastic. I have gum in this one. This is a dark chocolate company that's on TikTok. And then these are my dark chocolate caramels that my husband loves. So those are on sale, the whole set. You get this big one down here too. Kara's farting around with the chocolate over there.
Get it open.
She can get it open. She's easier to open from here. Do you want one of those?
Yes.
She wants a caramel.
And
All right.
I can't get the container open. Big teaser.
See how easy they are? They're so easy. Okay, so this whole set plus, let's see, you get another one of these. So it's this whole set, normally 94, it's on sale for 47. So don't forget your discount, you get, more off of that, or you get the commission coming back to you. Gold and silver water bottles. I think I have the silver one in here. Yeah, it's right here. Super cute. Still see-through, obviously. We love that. So guys, just make sure you always know, guys and gals, the vintage Wondelier bowl set, 5-piece bowl set, super still of a deal still on that. I know that's sold out. And then go back up to your shop up here, click on shop, and then click on the shop now, and then online exclusives. There's a whole bunch more stuff on your online exclusives. So don't forget about it. There's another rectangle, or sorry, square pan for baking in the oven. That's your Ultra Pro. This is not for the oven, guys, so don't put this in your oven, okay? It's only for the microwave. And hand wash. It cleans really easy, so you're gonna wanna hand wash. So there's a whole bunch more. I think there's like 7 pages of online exclusives. So keep scrolling and rolling. There's your topper canisters. So remember, when you want to share something specific with a customer, say they want this canister set, right? And they're like, hey, I can't find it. So just go to your website, tap on the item. So when you're on this screen, now you're on the direct item. And then on the, this is Google Chrome on my iPhone. I want to copy this link so I can either click on it and then copy like that. But the other thing you can do is just click, there's this little arrow up here. So I click on that and then I copy the link directly to this item now on my website. And then I send that over to my customer. And that's how I get a lot of my customers. They just go right there to my site and they place their order. Okay. So get them on your site. You want that happening on your website, right? So share that website with them and or the direct links. Did somebody have something to add? I apologize.
I do. The direct link,
Go for
you
it.
have to be careful of when you're sharing the direct link. Make sure the link makes sense when you share it, because sometimes that is an issue.
It is very important, guys. Make sure when you, what Diana said, make sure you copy the entire link. You don't leave out the last like little letter because you're not going to know. So same on your computer. You copy the link on your computer and then paste it to send in an email or something to somebody. Okay.
Yeah.
Very simple. And if you need extra one-on-one help or support, just reach out and let me know. And I know a lot of these things are techie things and you might get like confused. Don't hesitate to ask questions and reach out for that kind of help and support. That's what we're here for, guys. Okay. Everybody who joins Tupperware doesn't know all of these things. So we're here to make sure everybody gets on the same page together and knows exactly how to share all these different kinds of links and whatnot. Okay.
Yeah, so what tip and trick I do when sharing a link is
Come over here so you're in front of the camera.
what I do when sharing a link, guys, just like what Diana was saying, is I always text it to myself first. Or email it to myself first before sending it to someone, just to make sure, there's nothing hanky or I didn't miss something.
Yep.
So that way when it texts to me, I can then open up my text, click on the link and make sure that I'm seeing what I'm sending, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm seeing live, like what it is I'm sending to Janelle, like.
Yes. Yep. That's a perfect little piece of advice. Always send it to yourself first. just so you
Brilliant
know.
idea. I love it.
Because you're sending the right
Yeah.
link.
Well, right, because that way, if you just oops a doops, right? Like I'd rather know
Mhm.
sending it to myself, like, oh, booger,
Yeah.
then I can
So,
redo it.
On that note, I have had a couple times, and it just happened to me again yesterday or this morning. It's all a blur right now. I sent the direct link to the Fix and Mix bowls from my website, and it worked. The gal went and placed her order because I asked her this morning for her order number because I hadn't seen the order pop up yet on my account. So I made sure she sent me the order number, and then I just contacted customer care to make sure that order allocated to me. For some reason, it didn't allocate to me. So they allocated it to me. So always double check with your customers
Yeah.
and make sure, say thank you for your order. And then, because it should pop up and show on your view order screen within a few minutes. And if it doesn't, you just let them know, hey, got the order confirmation. I just want to double check. So my last note, so always let me know if you guys ever have that situation, and I'll help and guide you through that too. The other last thing I want to just point out, guys, is we're in July. We are in July. I know it's already July. I can't believe it's already July. I know. My kid's going to be in high school in 2 months. So we are going to be in this catalog through the end of August. And this is all, Diane and I were just talking about this the other day. We're getting into the prime time. I mean, selling all months of the year is prime time, really. But when you get into the holiday season, you really start to see things pick up, right? This is the prime time to really hone in on leveraging your business so that you are working towards what you want to have happen for fall. So if you want parties up for fall, we really want to keep dating those parties into these next few months because there's all kinds of things to earn now, like money, awards, future recruits, future datings. All of that leads into the fall selling season. So where do you want your business to be come fall, right? Do you want to have more people on your team? Do you want to be at the next level? Do you want to promote to director by the end of the year? All of those things start now to work towards those goals by the end of the year. It all starts now. And what a great time to be building and increasing your business with this fabulous, very versatile product on the specials that it is, right? So, and of course we have the back to school. Now I really want to emphasize, normally in the last, I don't know that we've ever had that combination like we've had on this flyer for back to school. Normally they've done like a 5-piece set and they've done all kinds of different varieties where you can buy just the lunches or just the sandwich keepers or like the whole collection is a even better deal.
Usually the keepers and water bottles.
Yeah.
5.
Right now, they've done it in a 3-piece set, which I'm kind of digging.
Yeah. it's plenty.
Because some people don't want to have 5, you know, they're like 3 is good because I'm going to do dishes, you know? So right now they're doing it in 3s. Here's the third luncheon right here. And the minis are sitting in there. So everything's color coordinated. So right now it's in 3s. These are great colors, guys, by the way. They pop. My aunt lives in Syracuse and these are their colors. So just find it. I have a little, I took a photo of all this displayed the other day with this beautiful new plant behind it. So if you want to use that picture to showcase this whole variety of this set, I did include these little snack bar keepers in it with the price because if you're going to have it all, you might as well have these too. These are such great little companions. So you can fit some feminine hygiene products or little tools of different things like that. Okay, guys. And then of course your water bottles. We are all about ditching the disposable, which doesn't serve a purpose very well because it all ends up in the landfill. We don't want that. We want reusable solutions. Okay. I have done water bottle fundraisers where I say, hey, I want to get people willing to donate a certain amount and you can make up your own flyer and just make sure you pay attention to the pricing so you don't undercharge or overcharge, obviously. And then I did it one year. I think it was my youngest 5th grade. So it was 2 years ago. We did for his 5th grade classroom when we had the water bottles on a special deal. And I don't know, like 3 or 4 people donated each like $20. And I was able to outfit the entire classroom of almost 30 kids, each with their own individual water bottle. His teacher was so smitten. She had a label maker and she put all of their labels on their water bottles. So it's a great little idea to plant in your brain there, Nicole, for kiddos at your school. But if you can get people to donate this, sometimes people make those flyers for us and then people just start sharing them. But I honestly would just use Canva and try to, come up with my own and get people to say, hey, yeah, I'll donate $15 to help purchase water bottles for a kid's classroom for sure. And I, like I said, I did that and it was just the teacher, she never forgot about it. We end up going to the same gym together now. So she mentioned it to me again when I started going there and she's like, are you kidding me? She's like, you were like one of the best parents I've ever had. She's like, I tell all these parents about what you did for our classroom. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, it really wasn't that big of a deal. She's like, yes, it was. Okay. But it is a big deal because people love gifts, and what's better than having your kids set up with a reusable water bottle. You're teaching them to reduce, reuse, recycle. You're teaching them to, take care of their belongings. And earth, right? We want to be kinder to the earth. So we need to be better about talking about our reusable solutions. So did you know? This is the did you know. You want to write these did you knows down, by the way. So when you do a party, there's 3 things you want to remember to do for each of your parties, whether it's virtual or in home. But this did you know, and then I'll tell you the 3 things. The did you know is, did you know you can fit your little 1-ounce bag of chips that you buy in those variety packs? You can fit 1 ounce of chips in the ideal little bowls. So on that note, you don't have to buy the prepackaged ones because it's a lot of waste, right? It's a lot more waste when you have 48 bags versus just one bag, one 14-ounce bag of chips. You take the 14-ounce bag and you divide it up among your ideal bowls, right? The chips, it's a lot less spendy and Your chips aren't getting smushed. I have a bag, so I will show you guys. Okay, I have a small bag of 1 ounce to prove to you guys that it works. And we're gonna do Doritos, and that's a very common one. So here we go. We got the 1 ounce bag of Doritos. They are 1 ounce, don't you worry. So this is a little did you know that you guys want to make sure you have at your parties and write down. My friend in California, she has 3 daughters. 2 are still in elementary school and 1 is in middle school. And she does this every single like big grocery shopping trip. She divides out all the chips into their
Shut up.
Kara's. She's been my bestie for years.
You've been holding out on me.
Isn't that amazing?
Stop it.
It's all in there, guys. What? Right? What are we doing? Why are we buying these? All we need is the ideal bowls.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So you
Tips
can buy
and
the
tricks.
snack pack set for $19. You'll get 3 ideal bowls and the 6 minis. Or you can buy this set, or you can buy all 3, or you can just buy this one. Or you can buy this, and then you can buy the 4-pack in the catalog in the little kids section towards the back. Right there, last page in the catalog, you can buy the 4-pack in those colors. Right? Now I'm gonna make a TikTok and I'm gonna make a Facebook video and show this off so people can see it. I might have to open another bag just to make sure that they know this is actually the 1 ounce bag of chips. Somebody will eat these. I'm not worried about that. But isn't that amazing, you guys? So did you knows are so important. Guys, just Google them. Did you know? I'll give you 1 more. This is another freebie. You're welcome. Okay. When you go to make deviled eggs, is it not a pain in the ass when the egg yolk is like lopsided and it's not center in the middle of the egg, right? When you cut them up, when you cut them in half, and it's like super like on the front end or the back end.
Yeah.
Kara's over here rolling. She's like, I can't even. So this is from our buddy Cheryl Smith.
Ooh.
I know Cheryl Smith's like the godmother of Tupperware. She's been around for years. She's not in Tupperware anymore, but she still does coaching and stuff. So she said, did you know, take the egg when it's still in the shell. I'll show you guys. I'm a visual person, so you gotta see if you believe it. Okay.
Oh, stop it.
Whatever egg, organic or not, just give it a little back and forth action here. Okay. And then put it in your smart multi-cooker. It is on, I believe it's on your website. Carrie, can you look on the website? And then it goes in your smart multi-cooker in the microwave for 12 minutes. And then all 12 of your eggs will be hard cooked. And then it's easy to, I've done a whole video on this, guys. I'm pretty sure I have it. It's right here in Dynamic Start. So we'll have to look it up for you guys. I'll tag you in it, Nicole, so you can see it. But yeah, just give it a little shake. Gets it right back to the middle of the egg. I did that finally a few times ago and I made deviled eggs because I found out my neighbor friends, the 2 husbands are like, they're like me and they are obsessed with deviled eggs. And I was like, how did I not know this? We've been neighbors for like 5 years. So now I make deviled eggs when I go over and they're like, this is the best. But I'm doing this now before I put them in my thing to cook them. And they're in the middle, directly in the middle.
Serious.
Okay, so there's another did you know? Just go Google more. There's all kinds of food related did you knows. Okay, did you know our round seals are liquid and airtight? Really? Yes. Let me show you. Okay. Our round seals are airtight and liquid tight. So yogurt, milk, salad dressing, dip. Okay. They literally sit on a little platform like this at the factory. Our Crystal Wave is also liquid tight. They sit here for the leak test for the whole batch that came off. So one from the batch goes onto the little stand and then it sits there for like 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever it is. See the smart multi-cooker, there it is. It's on the website. So that's another thing you want to get. Okay. Well, there's another demo in the group on that. So that one's another premium product. I think it's $129.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So round seals, did you know? Okay. So at your parties, the 3 things you want to make sure you do at your parties, and the did you knows is going to fall into this, little spiel. So write these down. Number 1, have fun. Drop something, say something goofy, spill the food, just have fun. Don't be so nervous. You're going to be nervous. Yes, you're going to be nervous, but don't be so nervous that you're like having a panic attack. Okay. Just have fun. Okay. Have fun. Number 2, when they learn, they return. So I just gave you 2 did you knows, okay? That's kind of a when they learn, they return thing, okay? When they learn, they return. They're like, I like this. This is fun. I'm like learning things. Some people might already know that, and that's okay. Always leave them wanting more. Number 3. Guys, don't go to the party with the entire catalog that you have on hand in your bags. You're not coming in and making 5 trips. 1 trip. If you're doing a party at home and you're not leaving, for sure, you can talk about a few more things, but do not go through the whole catalog. I would be bored to death, okay? Focus on what you're demonstrating tonight, and then the supplemental products that go with it, maybe the tongs. We talked about the stuff on sale, okay? So we're talking about that. But am I gonna demonstrate the Ultra Pro because I mentioned it? No. Am I gonna demonstrate the cast iron? No. This cast iron, by the way, is what you guys are earning this month with 1,200 in sales. It's amazing, okay? So always leave them wanting more so they have a reason to come to the next party. So Nicole, I know you asked about the smart multi-cooker. This is just pretend right now because I'm teaching you guys what I say at the party. Nicole's like hot and heavy now about the smart multi-cooker. She's like, I want to make those eggs. And then I'm telling her she can also make 3-part meals in it. So you can make a meal with cooking at the same time, your pasta, your chicken, and your broccoli. So you can make like a chicken Alfredo all in one in 15 minutes in the microwave. And you're just like, I mean, that doesn't include the sauce. But I said, Nicole, I know it's amazing. Girlfriend, when you or somebody in the room here, whoever dates the next party, hopefully you, but we'll do that demonstration at your party. Okay, Nicole? And she's like, oh, okay. And she's like unsure of herself, but she's like in a trance, right? So always leave them wanting more, because that's the deal. You're there for 2 hours and then you're done. You're going to date a party to talk about the next product. We're going to talk about the pressure cooker in the fall. It always goes on sale in the fall. We're going to wait for the fall. Kara's super hot and heavy about the pressure cooker. She's like, I want to know more. I mean, she does because she legit does. But I'm gonna say, Kara, we're going to talk about that in the next month. Okay. With this month, we're talking about the grill because the grill's on sale. So always leave them wanting more. So have fun. When they learn, they return. Always leave them wanting more. Got it? Yeah, and that goes for everything. That goes for your, 20-minute messenger parties, your in-home parties, your Facebook parties, maybe your one-on-one little interaction with a customer. Just always keep that in mind so that you don't overwhelm somebody. If they have questions, obviously answer their questions, but just keep that in mind. It's a good 3 rules of thumb for the business, right? Any questions? This is my favorite kitchen tool, by the way. This is the serving spoon because it can dice up the meat in the skillet or in here. Okay, you can dice it up, but you can also scoop a lot of food. It's like the scoops they use at Chipotle, those size. It's like that spoon, but it's plastic. It's not metal. Okay, so my favorite one. So there's another. Did you know? All right, guys, it's after 8. Thank you guys so much for coming on tonight. I hope you guys learned. Did you guys learn something? Nicole's like, I learned a lot. Faux show. Well, have a great 4th of July. Don't forget, your business is still open all week, right? Your website doesn't shut down. It stays open all week. So don't forget your content. Don't forget to post a couple things every day. You don't have to take a lot of time to do that. You can copy what I do. You can copy what Diana does. But just make sure you're still posting. Also, because people go on vacation, they don't always take a vacation from social media. So you want to make sure that you're in front of them when they're on vacation. I know I'm on social media on vacation because I want to see what everybody else is doing. And that's kind of the point, right? So go have an amazing week, guys. And don't hesitate to reach out with questions. If you need some one-on-one support, I'm always here for you guys. So thank you all so much for joining. And if you're watching the recording, please let us know. And love you guys.
Thanks, Janelle.
You're welcome. Good night, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.